everybody, and welcome to Bold Breakthroughs with Business Experts. This is Catherine Ann Clayton, and I help bold women entrepreneurs launch their business, create their own money, and create their own time freedom. When they work with me, I take them from ideas to profits fast. And today I'm super excited that I have Kat Caldwell with me. She is definitely an expert in her area. And you know what, Kat? I'm just going to let you go ahead and take over. Tell everybody about you, who you are, and how you help people.
For having me. My name is Kat Caldwell. I just shortened it up from Catherine. I am a writer first and foremost, but these days, writing just wasn't enough for me. I wanted to branch out into helping other people become writers because I really think that everyone has a story to tell. And a lot of people, the way that they tell them would be through writing a book, through writing a blog, whatever that would be. And so I have 2 books out, and it took me a lot to figure out how to publish those books, how to format them, how to market them. And I figured there's a lot of other women out there who want to write but are overwhelmed with all of those questions on how to get it finished. So I help people from starting the book through the overwhelm, through the formatting, setting up their own publishing business, and getting the book out in front of other people.
That is so awesome. It's funny that you're doing that because now, once I've kind of jumped into this space of doing this show, there are so many people out there that are either doing a book or wanting to do a book. And somebody told me the other day, you need to do a book. And I was like, that is not even on my radar. So what would people, do you talk to me about your ideal client? Is it somebody like me who has no clue? It's not even on the radar. Is it somebody that's kind of has an idea, or somebody that's in the depths of it? Talk to me a little bit about that.
My ideal client is somebody who it might not be on their radar, but they do know that they want to do it at some point, and they're willing to put in the work. Because writing a book is definitely a lot of work, and no one, unless you get a ghostwriter, no one can do it for you. But I can help you figure out the concept of your book, brainstorm the titles, figuring out how to organize it, getting through, using the habits to get done, how many words they should have and all that. I have a group in which we come together and we help each other be beta readers, which is something you need at the end. People need to read it and sort of give some feedback, people who are trustworthy. And then for the launch of the book, you need people who are willing to come around you and buy the book and, market the book on their own platform, give good reviews about the book. So my ideal client is really somebody who, even if they have never written before, they're willing to put in that work and getting through it. I can help people in the depths of it. I have helped them. They don't need me as much, obviously, right. But there's a lot of people out there who have either started and haven't been able to quite finish, or like you, it's maybe on their radar because somebody suggested it and they're just not really sure where to start.
Right. Well, that is awesome. And I know that there's a lot of people in my audience and a lot of people out there that, that's a little kind of fleeting thought, but they don't know what to do. And they expect that they are supposed to have all this stuff together, but you really don't need it together. All you need is Kat, right? Because you will help organize and to get it all together. So I know that you had mentioned that you had written 2 books. Tell me about, the books that you wrote and how you got inspired to decide to do that.
Always wanted to be a writer. I think that a lot of times we have this yearning inside of us when we're little. And I think like a lot of creatives, nobody really encouraged me to do it because, all the adults in your life want you to be successful. They want you to not be a poor starving artist. And so they encourage you to do other things and writing on the side. I was really lucky that when my husband and I moved from France to Dallas, I could stay at home and I could pursue it. I had the hours that the kids were in school to write and then to really pursue how to get it out to the market, which takes a lot of time, quite honestly, unless you have the money to pay someone else to do it. So I started writing my first historical novel in 2013. It did take me a little while just because of children and life. And then I came out with my fantasy fiction last fall, along with my interactive journal. And it was really last fall that I put everything together as a company, figuring out my author and my coaching and putting that together as one personal brand.
Oh, okay. So tell me, what is the name of your company actually?
Publishing is the basis of the publishing, and then Pencils and Lipstick is pretty much the face of it, where I have the podcast Pencils and Lipstick, I have my books, and then I have my coaching.
Oh, that sounds super, super awesome. So, how many people around do you like to work with? I've talked to several people and they're like, well, how many people do you work with? Because I don't want there's different reasons. One, they want to know how many people you're working with because they want to know if you're a qualified person. Or two, they want to know how many people you work with so that they know that they're going to get your time. Do you have a certain number of clients that you try to target each year, or how does that work for you?
My coaching, I've pretty much kept them about maybe 1 to 2 people at a time, and I have a 10-week course in which people can either do it all at once or they can sort of pick up some at the end in order to launch their book. My group, my membership group, I try to keep small but big enough. I just launched it about 6 weeks ago, and so my ideal would be to get to about 25, 30, just because managing more than that, I can't really give a whole lot of my time to them. But in the membership group too, it's serious writers who are willing to help each other. Maybe read a few pages, maybe we do group brainstormings together on what, kind of catching them up on their titles, giving feedback and sort of things like that. So I do try to keep it a little bit smaller. I know some people can manage more, and maybe as I go further along, I'll figure that out. I'll get assistance or something. But right now I want to keep it a little smaller.
Well, yeah, that's great to know. So talk to me a little bit about this group. What is the name of the group? And is it a Facebook group, a LinkedIn group? Tell me a little bit about that.
Facebook group. It's a private group. A lot of people who go through my Start Your Book in 5 Days, that's a free little mini course, and then they sort of want more. They see the value in that, and then they go into the private group. It's a private Facebook group right now, and it's called Pencils and Lipstick Creative Writing Community. So in there, we happen to be a lot of women, but men are allowed to be in there. But we just gather together, as I said, and answer writing questions, encourage each other, figure things out. We do masterminds. I bring in other people who are publishers or ghostwriters or other writers or editors or marketers in the book realm, and they come in and give their tips and their advice, a lot like what you do here.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Okay, so do you have a freebie for us?
Yes, I do. It is the Start Your Book in 5 Days, in which I go through your mindset, what concept is, your ideal reader is, the habits that are going to keep you on track, how to organize your book. It's sort of a broad overview of how you can sort of get started writing and getting that book out there.
That sounds awesome. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody, once this gets on Facebook, I want you to put the link below. And then all of you out there, it is Labor Day. It is time for us to, really sit back, take a vacation, but the true entrepreneurs are actually laboring on Labor Day. So take advantage of all these links that we're giving, all these freebies, because I've gathered together experts in their field, and Kat is one of those experts that can really catapult you to the next level. Also, my freebie this week is the top 10 secrets to create authority with your LinkedIn profile. So if you want that, the link will be down there below. But Kat, I want to thank you for coming in here, and everybody reach out to Kat and let's get started on creating your book. Okay. So thanks for attending Bold Breakthroughs with Business Experts.